Am I putting a static image over? Yeah, so we don't even have to worry about the camera system.
Yeah, bro. Just put the freaking Birtle and the other one.
My son. Birtle. Just die.
All right, Myrtle.
You know what? We're not going to talk about it. You ready?
Never ready.
That's a good answer. All right, Deli, can you give me a countdown like 3, 2, 1 into the microphone just so I can have it?
3, 2, 1, go!
Hello, people. Welcome back. And by back, I mean welcome because I just remembered we have never put any of these online. But, yeah, this is... Huh?
The one was.
That was a test recording.
I'm just saying, it was online.
Yeah, I mean, it went up,
You really
but
gotta
it
start
didn't
the
really
intro
go up.
over again. That's crazy. So for those watching,
Yeah, for those watching, you poor unfortunate souls. I'm Dom,
I'm Nana.
and behind the desk we have our friend Deli. He's gonna help us record today. Say hello to the people.
Hello.
Yeah, TL for Bros Calamity over in Hatboro, PA. If you any of you live in PA or New Jersey and don't know about this yet, we're just gonna throw it back to the local scene real quick. But enough about that. What we do here is basically we talk about Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Wii U while we still can. And we try to go around all levels, but we all know the most important level is the high level, the top level. So a lot of our topics are going to span through that. And we're just going to get right into it. Smash Masters League was this past weekend, the weekend of, what were the dates?
February.
It's
Did it
March.
start? Oh my God.
It's March.
Edit it out. March
24th and 25th.
There we go. Thank you. March 24th
it was only
and 25th.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, it was only 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Friday, people were just showing up and gambling.
Oh,
And then Saturday,
course.
they were gambling their lives away in bracket. So that happened over in Las Vegas at the new esports arena. That shit looks
Specifically,
beautiful,
yup.
by the way. Like, I really need to go back to Vegas just for that.
Do you really?
Yes.
Do you have enough money for that?
I mean, I will. If the opportunity presents itself, I'll just spawn the money and to go, but I don't have the money now. But yeah, it's a great venue, it's a great place, and the tournament was run pretty well, minus some production value things that I know they were just testing just because we have all these resources. Why not just try to use them now? But
it's like we could do it later.
Yeah.
We get better for it, not like, oh, look at these bells and whistles, and we know because these kids don't have any personality, it gets wasted.
yeah,
So
and just getting away from the players, even just the technology they were trying to use, like having the 3-4 streams and like cutting in and out between sets.
Oh.
Like that was really weird. But I understand why they wanted to do it, but I don't think they were supposed to test it at a stage like this, you know?
yeah, like so I remember earlier this year for Tekken they had Strong Style, which is like a really prestigious like Tekken tournament that happens like once every couple of years. And this was the first time I've ever seen it because they did the same thing where they'll have like the main stage stream, and like after a game has been completed, they'll just do something where they will tell it to jump off and it will jump to another stream.
Right.
Like mid-match, and it's just like, wait, is this like a recording or is this happening right now? And then like when they're done with that, then they go back to whatever's on stream, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I wonder if we can see it at other games and gaming communities and
Right.
whatnot. They just switching streams, and then I guess they tried it here, but I didn't catch the Saturday one.
I don't know if it was like an edit just for the sake of the Twitter likes or if this really happened, but there was one instance where they were like, all right, let's get into
Conga and Mistake?
Conga Mistake, yeah, right? And it was like, all right, let's get right into it
Someone.
now. And then as soon as the camera cuts back from the set that was already on, it was Conga dying off the top and the set is over. Oh, I thought that was really funny. I really hope that didn't like actually happen because I didn't actually watch as much of this event as I wanted to.
Yeah.
But just things like that. Again, I love the idea, love the event, I love the production they put into it because I love more than anything seeing production in this scene.
Yeah.
I like seeing when things become more professional because we all know we're not professional.
At all.
We're trying to be professional. So when we can at least put on the facade that, hey, we know what we're doing, probably better than you do, I love it. But we all know the truth. We're still working on it.
It's still pigs with makeup on.
Yeah.
But it's alright, it's a cute pig.
Yeah, exactly. Like the pig is trying. That's all that matters.
Like,
Alright.
yeah.
So, did you have anything you wanted to say?
I was just gonna talk about like how like we really went from having like basement tournaments and like, basement/garage tournaments And like the first Genesis was held in like some warehouse in NorCal, and like everyone was just like sitting on bleachers. It was like, oh yeah, let's go. Or like they'll hold like, I remember like one of the crew battles that they were talking about, the documentary was at like some gym in like Virginia or whatever.
In some random not even an elementary school, it was just in the middle of a gym. Like a gym was just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And
it was like all used for like a small rec center. Yeah, but we used to have just weird venues. Even up until recently, like Frame Perfect series, the first one I believe. It was either the first one or the second one. Was in an airport.
What?
Like there was just a building attached to the airport.
All right.
And that's what the tournament was. Imagine like you get off your plane and the tournament is just like there.
Just see a bunch of smelly smashers.
Yeah.
Just like,
but recently we've had a lot better venues, and to match the venues that we're getting, we're also getting a lot better streams, which is great.
Better than the beef tacky streams.
Why did you do that?
I had to. like people are acting like they really care about Dragon Ball. Like, come on now.
I mean, I love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball.
But to say,
you know, the people love Dragon Ball. Like all my friends that have been trying to get me to watch Dragon Ball for years are playing Dragon Ball Z right now. Trying to figure out why Android 16 is broken. Trying to figure out if Broly is broken or not. Like, I don't know. Game seems interesting, but this isn't the time or the place for that
at all.
All right, so getting into bracket, because we're watching all of the top 32 matches on a playlist that's just off screen right now.
I like how everyone's moving like that. I shouldn't even be commenting on because people can't see what we're seeing. But like when they're doing the skating back and forth, and it's just like you're putting yourself in the corner. It's like not really, but you're avoiding yourself. Continue.
Yeah. Anyway, we're watching Captain L versus Leia. I'll probably put like a clip of it on the screen or whatever if I can, without getting hit with a fat copyright or whatever. So, should we start at the beginning or the end? I'm thinking we start at the end and go backwards.
Yeah, because I didn't even watch. I forgot about the Saturday part, and like the end's what's most important, honestly.
Yeah. All right, so Narobi Keizada from
Passaic, New Jersey. I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, Passaic, New Jersey, took first place, taking home $12.5. I almost said million. $1,000. One of the highest single player earnings from one event in the history of not Smash 4, but just Smash Brothers in general. Like I can only think of like maybe 2 or 3 people that match or go higher than that. I know HBox got $13K from Battle of the Five Gods like last year.
Ally got 16
from
from Evo 2016.
And I know G-Ness the God, he got 12.5K in 2010.
Yeah,
from MLG Dallas.
Yup.
So
the God.
Needless to say, if you just put anything to those values, just know that not a lot of people walk away with the amount of money that Naro did this past weekend.
In just one tournament.
Yeah. And there's also not a whole lot of money going around in tournaments that frequently. Like, we've only gotten to that part very recently where 2GG, the finals was like, what, 50K on the line? And the winner took home 25K. So congrats, Leo. You're officially rich in Mexico and America. So, 4th largest pool in the history of Smash 4 from this tournament. And that looks like something that's going to continue to be a thing throughout this year. Just because this is only the beginning of the Smash Masters League. And that looks like it's going to be, like, not the replacement, but, like, the... if something comes after something, it's not the predecessor.
Successor.
The successor, there we go, of the 2GG circuit. So, yeah, hopefully more people can take away some earnings like that. And then third-party teams see, oh... So this guy won $50,000 from this game, right? Why aren't we in that? Because that's the goal.
And like, the timing is good as well. Because I know like a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, new game. You don't need to play this game anymore. And it's just like, no, you fools. Like now that we have a new game, but we're reaching the end of this one, let's just finish it with a bang. Show that we're professionals. Stop arguing on Twitter, and then just carry the momentum into the next game.
Yeah, like if like. That basically goes to the people that are already playing the game, by the way. If you're already done with this game, then you're done. Nothing's going to bring you back. You're just going to wait anyway.
Just play Melee or Dragon Ball. Like,
just wait until Smash Switch. But if you're already playing and you're like on the border of like, man, I'm trying to play this game and I'm not trying to play this game, we already know the end is in sight. We have a clear vision of what's actually down the road. You might as well just stick around for the ride, you know? So, yeah, we said Nara went first. I said on a podcast that never reached the internet, I think, that second place is probably one of the worst places to get ever. Just gonna run it back. Second, 933rd. Second, because no one remembers second. Who got second to Smash Masters?
Leo.
You weren't supposed to remember that. 9th because you barely missed top 8, and at the biggest events you barely get money for that. Like at Evo, you don't get 9th.
You like at Evo, if you get 9th,
You didn't.
it doesn't matter how many people went. You don't make any money.
Nothing.
You don't make any money.
Oh, first place got 60K, 9th got 0. Crazy, right?
You missed the Mandalay Bay stage. You missed just like getting on TV.
No one picks up 9th at Evo.
Like no one cares.
Yeah.
You didn't go.
It's essentially like if you get 9th, you had to do something wildly impressive for anyone to remember you got 9th. Like Vinny got 9th Evo 2016, and I remember that because he wasn't active the whole year and just showed up, got
and then
9th.
beat Hugo when Hugo was untouchable.
And it was like, whoa, Vinny, you play this game? Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, New York, nice.
And then 33rd is the quintessential, I got bodied at a major placing
Yeah.
for Smash 4. Like, no one ever wants to see your name next to a 33rd.
Or you just ran into a matchup that you didn't know, or SD'd.
Yep. It's always one of the two. It's never I got outplayed for 33rd.
Never.
It's always I didn't know the matchup, something bad happened, or why were you also here for 33rd?
Who pushed you in losers?
I'm saying. Like, Ally and I at Frostbite last year for 33rd. Why were they both there? I honestly can't remember why they were both there. I know Ally lost to Kirby. Who did Renai lose to?
I don't know who Renai lost to. Probably DLC.
Probably, yeah. That's what he does now. Why did I say that's what he does now? That sounds so bad. That's what villager players do now. Not just him.
Rest in peace, Arvard.
If you play anyone within like the high mid tier, I commend you if you still play this game because it's so easy just to drop it. Oh, Cloud, Bayonetta, and Mewtwo exist, and I play Toon Link. So, yeah, Nara first, Leo second. Third place, I believe we have the placings on a different tab. Del, if you could switch to the tab.
Third was Mistake.
Can you just run down the top 8 for us?
Fourth was Fatality.
Fifth was Cosmos and Tweak. And 7th was Larry and Zach.
I'm surprised you remember all that too.
Salem got 9th.
It was like a few days ago.
Yeah, but I don't even remember it.
I remember Larry got 7th because his intro was longer than his stage time.
Oh my god.
Like Fatality. All right, listen. This is an inside joke that we in Tri-State have. Whenever Fatality plays against black players, like the joke is that he saw Black Panther and he was tight, so he had to do it for his fellow Caucasoids. And now, ever since then, he's just been slapping blacks.
Young
Like,
Curious of 9th, it was Salem, Fallen, Void, and Brosenex got up there.
Dude, he was not supposed to be there.
that was his second week in a row where it was just like,
I don't know, man.
are you good? Because he got 4th at Rise.
I don't know. He looks pretty good. I always give people like the checklist when I see them like jump up the high placings. All right, did your character do it or did you do it? He did it.
Yeah, he did it again. So
Brosenex got
him.
that. Like he really like punched
Beat
Ally.
Ally.
He punched Ally.
It's like
yeah, but like
so like we could talk about the fact that Ally has a Ryu problem, but we're not gonna talk about that. Instead, let's talk about how Captain L literally has Locust
sitting
placed below him in British Columbia. But it's just like, oh, here's another Ryu. I know the matchup.
slapped. And that was Ryu's victory theme for anyone that didn't pick it up. It took me a while to pick it up, but I got it. But yeah, Brosenex, he earned that 9th for mad sure. Like Tweak kind of made it look like he didn't earn that 9th, but that's just playing against Tweak. And that Bayo especially, that's his best character by far.
It's so funny how like my man really started playing Bowser Jr. Then he was like, oh, let me play Wario because he's goofy. Oh, these characters suck. Let me play Cloud. Man, we don't like Tweak. It's like, shut up.
It's like, I'll give you more reason not to like me. Pick up DK and then Bayo after.
And it's just like, you're just carried by what? Carried by my skill?
Right.
He literally picks up every character and he'll still smack people.
Like Tweak has not missed a PGR.
Let's not forget that he won that whole that stacked MSM.
With a DK
With
that he
DK.
picked up that day. He picked white DK on accident. And just won MSM, the largest MSM to that point.
Oh, I beat California and Combo? Oh, I must be really good at this game.
And then he showed us for the rest of the year that he was indeed good at this game.
It's really crazy how just being in New Jersey just makes you good for no reason. It's the water.
It's the water.
It has to be the water.
And it's like, it doesn't really exist so much nowadays, but even early Smash 4, like, when you play in Tri-State in general, like, everyone here just hates each other for no reason. And it's not just like that unhealthy kind of hate where it's like, I hate you because you play X character. It's like, no, I want to kill you if we ever meet up in bracket.
Like, I'm not trying to lose you. Like, what do I look like losing to you?
Like, I've said that to so many people.
I dislike you as a person.
like as soon as we sit down to play the game, I hate you. I will have your neck.
Like, these are not gonna be good games. Like, I'm really trying to like slaughter you and your family.
Like, we don't say good games to people around here.
No,
and that's still true.
We
just
pull our cord, wrap it up, just
and we look at each other and say something that sounds like good game, but it's never good games.
it's just like trash. Win or lose, same motion.
It's me for the past 6 months. Why'd that happen? It's like,
but it's like that same like I don't even want to say toxic because like that word's been overplayed in this like, you know, generation of human. It's just that type of like hyper competitive environment that makes people good.
Yeah, it bolsters growth.
Cause like I look at other regions and like, yeah, like they're a lot more kind with each other and a lot more like amicable, but like they're mediocre. Let me just say.
Yeah, Tri-State's still better.
Yeah.
And they treat each other worse. Like I've said this before, but I don't think I've said it publicly. Tri-State only really like acts buddy with each other if we're fighting against a common goal. Like if we all go to an A tier and an S tier, you're not out yelling us
at all,
unless you're maybe Florida.
And then we'll just throw hands. But like, the only time we would cheer for other people in our region is when we have to play against some dickhead from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, repel the invader.
Exactly. But outside of that, if we're all like at
in a Tri-State event.
Oh yeah, we all hate each other.
Like Tri-State outside of Tri-State, we all want family.
That's 2 thumbs up, yeah. But if it's like collision, because it's this weekend.
Yeah,
if it's like a collision, if there were no invaders at collision, like if New England wasn't showing up, we'd all just be there, just like not talking to each other. Like that's how bad it gets.
I think it's just the culture where we live because the Atlantic North is a miserable place to be.
Yeah, it's overpopulated.
This weather
it's
sucks.
expensive. It's cold most of the year. Spring started last week, but we got our biggest snowstorm in 3 years last week.
Metropolitan area.
Yeah, like nobody likes it here. We're just
At
here
all.
because we have to be. So
and
I think
the culture's rich. Literally, that's it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think that was like just like a catalyst for us.
And it's not just Smash. It's literally like every game. Tri-State's the best, but like you would try to look at their locals on streams, and it's just like, why are there only 13 people there? It's like these are the 13 of the best people in the country. Like, don't get it twisted.
Why are there more entrants and stream viewers? Oh, I don't know.
Like,
so that translates into the play, and I think just because of that, we produce some of the best players. Just because like we immediately out the gate present this culture of if you lose to that guy, you're garbage. So don't lose to him. You bet. Oh, you lost to him. That's crazy. I'm 9-1 with him.
But you lost. You should be 10-0.
Garbage. You should play me right now. So just stuff like that. Even if you don't think it affects you and you live here, it does.
It will affect you.
And when people try to leave their regions to compete, usually when they're from, okay, that was good. We're watching Fallen Bros next now, and that's the most exciting Rose on the planet. But when people leave to travel to events, usually if they're from Tri-State, they're on average more successful at the start. They might not be the most successful at the end, but usually, in terms of the United States anyway. Because I'm just remembering that like most games, you know, Japan, Korea, Europe in some cases. But like if we're talking about the United States specifically, typically if you're from these 3 states, you're better off than everyone else around you.
Yeah.
And I wish that was a hot take, but that's usually just like backed by fact.
Yeah,
Go to the Genesis 3 crew battle trailer and look at that team.
That team was broke.
That team was so good, I don't know how we lost. I feel like if Tweak was a full Cloud man at that point, there was no way we would have lost.
Yeah. But he was just like, oh, I'm comfortable with Bowser. And then who's he losing to? Fallen?
He lost to Fallen.
He did, like what's he supposed to do? He's been losing to the Buzz all year.
The thing we knew Tweak to that point for, besides being the best Junior main, was having the Buzz like be his demon.
Yup.
So, you know, lost because the character's bad, but he was still keeping up. Keeping up with the low tier.
That no one else to this day has been able to replicate that success.
Pre-patch characters still.
Right? Broke Sheik, broke ZSS,
broke Diddy,
broke Cloud.
Kid is so good. Him, what'd he get this tournament? 7th? The 5th?
Imagine playing Bowser Jr. against pre-patch Diddy.
No.
That's a
Yeah, so he got 5th because he beat Zach.
Oh yeah, semis
and
was
that was like the baton for me. Like, all right, that is the best Bayonetta that's not black.
For free.
And he still might be better than Salem at this point. I'm not sure. Yeah, because
like when he did that
that combo to end game
on the platform, I don't remember what game it was.
Zach ABK'd the stage. Tweak ducked. 2 up tilts. Some nonsense. It was like up air, neutral air, falling up air, back air, ABK, back air, back air. something like that. I probably messed up one of the sequences, but like that whole thing did 70% and killed from zero.
From zero.
And people don't think Bayonetta's cool.
Like, he actually was playing like the Bayonetta games.
Like, he actually customized that entire combo before the game started, and then hit his macro button and murdered Zach. And from when he did that, I was like, all right, Zach, you got to give the character your friend now. You have to. He's so good.
It's like, oh, y'all never seen that before? But I just picked up this character.
Oh, but I'm carried, huh? It's like, man.
Literally, no one's ever seen that conversion before in their life.
I feel like we're never going to get to the point where Bale is just like, yeah, this is a character in the game. We're fine with it.
No.
It's too deep-rooted. She's hurt too many people to this point.
Maybe in Smash Switch.
Maybe,
I was
but
about to say, just like racism in the United States. That's part of the culture.
yeah, man, we just accept that. I don't know. I really do like that character. So it's a shame whenever I see people just like rag on the character mindlessly almost.
My only issues with the character is that I thought they were gonna design her the way they designed Dante and Marvel. So like they just put like parts of her moveset for like her different options, but like I think that's too much for Smash Brothers. And not her advantage state, because like, yeah, you lost neutral, you deserve to get punished. It's just that she doesn't have a disadvantage state.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh well.
It's like if you're an advantage, did I really just do that?
Yeah,
if you're an advantage against Bayonetta, usually if you're an advantage against a character, it's always like, all right, it's my turn to play the game. You're gonna have to respect the options I throw out. But if you put Bayonetta in quote unquote disadvantage, she just goes, no, I am too. This is a 2-player game now, remember?
It's like when you're playing against like a Capcom boss, and like rather than just letting you like attack the enemy and just like keeping them in disadvantage or exploiting like their phase where you can hit them. Right. It's like, oh, you hit me too much, and then it just breaks through, and then he takes his turn. It's just like, but all right, you got it, bro.
There's a mechanic in Skullgirls where if you hit someone too many times, they just get a burst, and that stops infinites from happening. I feel like that mechanic is Bayonetta in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, you're doing too much. It's a 2-player game, remember? Mom said we both have to play. You got to find a 2-player game. So she just breaks out, and then you're upset.
Imagine if they had Bayo and Melee where it's just like, oh, but my one touches, but my punish game. Oh, what do you mean I can't mindlessly just fox my way to death?
7th. I think if Bayonetta was in Melee, she'd just be another character.
It's like, what makes me laugh about Bayonetta in this game is that like they would be just taken over if the entire player base were in a bunch of high schoolers with identity issues. They would just play her as fit, like what Salem does, and then just beat people.
Right.
Instead of just doing the even though you can't, like, punish people off of which time, but
yeah, but we try. But yeah, the way Salem wins with Bayonetta is really confusing still.
Because he just plays the game with you, then he kills you.
Yeah.
Where everybody else is just like, die.
But he's not like a certain Bayonetta player we know where he plays the neutral with you for 3.5 minutes.
And it's just like, why aren't you killing them?
Yeah, but he also has the power to just kill you. Because he knows how to do this stuff. But he's also like strong enough to the point where, all right, we're going to play and I'm just going to beat you. And I don't need the other stuff. But if I do, I can do it.
Yeah.
God bless him. We need to get back to the tournament.
Yeah,
I feel like Battle for Vegas. I feel like Battle for Vegas went pretty much as expected, minus some key things.
Fatality. Again, 4th of the mid-tier.
But he's the X factor, so when Fatality does good, it doesn't surprise me. I just want to see how he does it.
Like, he really was one jump away from 3-0 and Leo.
Yup. And then, because you let Leo live, he came back.
Leo's like, I'm not black, I'm Mexicano.
I feel like that's the second most dangerous player in this game. Nairo, and then Leo.
Fatal Titty. Oh.
Yeah. And then some mix of like Fatality, Larry, Tweak. Because even though Fatality isn't like top whatever in skill, he's just in terms of being a dangerous player to go against, he's up there.
Yeah.
Just because of what he's capable of and the character he plays. No one's supposed to be playing Falcon at that level.
No,
hence why he's the only one playing Falcon at that level.
Scary.
Falcon he's dumb, dude.
I'd rather be in disadvantage against Bayo than Falcon.
Like, Falcon really is just like, he's the worst hype beast possible. Because people will just look at him blindly and be like, yeah, that's cool, but you don't understand. That character is dumb.
Like, if he's running at me and I'm holding shield, it's just like, all right, I'm either going to get freaking dash attack or I'm getting dash grab.
Because of the way his dash grab works and the way his speed carries, him running at you is a 50-50. That's not. I don't think so. The up air is like +4 on shield. Jab is like what, frame 3, so it covers it in any situation where you maybe mess up the up air.
So he has 1 frame advantage.
We could get the Kill Sage in here and talk about Falcon all night. But he's woke. He knows. He's played a lot of games, so he knows when he sees something dumb.
Yeah, he sees some.
He's seen some shit.
It's Nick C though.
Bro, he's probably the reason why he hates Captain Falcon.
Yeah, definitely.
That's probably the 3rd best Falcon.
Y'all see their set at Xeno 100?
Who's the 2nd best?
Cashmere.
Oh well,
For free.
I haven't seen him in anything in so long. I forgot he was playing.
He was. Oh, he didn't even up B. He just up aired him. He was at the Polarity where the cat was there.
Oh really?
Where he dropped to the stupid Charizard because I don't know. I was getting mad with the way he played. I don't remember the set too much, but he was trying to reset too much instead of just hitting him.
So Civil War was 1 year today. 1 year ago today.
Was it really?
Yep.
Damn.
I just saw a tweet on Twitter.
Gotta salute.
Best tournament of Smash for his lifetime.
For free.
And we can solidify that because the game will be dead by the end of the year.
Like my man's really like got 3rd. No, got the winners finals
With the mid tier.
with Link.
There was a mid tier and a low tier in what? Winners semis? When did T and Fatal? That was losers finals?
That was losers finals.
They didn't play twice, did they?
Losers finals.
Because I feel like
they played twice.
No, they played
That
twice
was
because T
winners
won the first set.
Yeah.
And that was winner semis. Okay, so there was a mid tier and a low tier.
For 2nd and 3rd.
The hardest tournament in Smash for his lifetime.
Where Zero got 49th.
And
Ally
got
got
33rd.
Yep.
Losing to his best matchup.
Well,
That tournament was not
Samus
supposed to happen for so many
decent as
reasons.
Mario.
My man
Oh, are
really
you talking
lost.
about Zero?
Yeah, Zero.
I was talking. Alright, I thought you were talking about Ally. But I was like, I think Samus does well against Mario.
Oh no, the freaking ZSS.
And even then, he lost to Ally. Like, he slaps Ally.
I don't know.
But he lost to that Samus, so I guess he doesn't really slap Ally, does he? Or slap Sam.
Yeah.
He said enough is enough.
Oh. And then he bared him.
I can still feel that bear.
That was the best pop off of the game.
Yep.
Like he looked so triumphant through the Pikachu in there.
Metroid pose. Cameraman knew it was happening, so he stopped. It's like, yes.
There's so many good pop offs that tournament. Freaking Hikaru and falling on his belly. He's just like, what are you doing, bro?
So silly.
Enjoying himself way too much in the US.
As good as that tournament was off base, the Japanese players made it so much better.
So much.
Like Hikaru was just bullying.
Well, I'd love that.
He really killed Void and Mr. R.
Yeah, because she sucks.
Like, at least Void was smart enough to do the counter pick, and it's like, you don't main Fox. Broke his. Oh my god. I know you can look at Mr. R's face, and he was just like, I'm happy that you're happy, but like I really lost to the stupid monkey.
Because at that point, Ramen's only like problem in terms of winning that tournament was the buzz, because I think Nara had already lost to Locust by the time he played Hikaru. So it was like, all right, Ramen, you can do it. Go, go, go. And he's like, all right, bet. And then Monkey shows up on the screen.
That's funny how it was. Wait, was it for winners quarters that he played Zach, and he was literally about to win? Then his up air got which time on the top right platform of Town and Titty. Keep in mind, I did not watch this set since I saw it live. But like the way he lost, it was like burned into my memory because he was literally right there, and it was just like so close.
Yeah.
I think was that Zach's breakout?
Yeah, that was the beginning.
Okay.
No,
Oh wait, no, that was Genesis. Literally
Genesis.
two
It was still
months
like
before.
This
on
was
the
like the
uprising.
height of Zach.
Because it was like, oh, that wasn't a fluke. Like I can actually play this character.
Yeah, like Zach at this point was already like top 10.
And this was when people were like, oh, Salem sucks. Like, yeah, he can win those NJ tournaments, but at the big ones,
I think this was the exact moment where everyone was like saying, oh yeah, Zach's the best Bayonetta, Zach's top 10, but the intellectuals knew Salem was still like out here.
Right.
But everyone wanted to rag on Salem early 2017, and now look where he's at.
Well,
Wow.
1D12.
Only
Wow.
Tri-State knew.
One.
We knew.
Yeah,
we
we
know
Only
everything.
Tri-State knew.
Like, we all knew Salem was just going to be a monster, and here he is, like what, number 3, 4, 5 in the game.
Well, currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also just speaking like realistically.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Because if you ask me, my list goes Naro Leo, and then Tweaking the Buzz just. And then Salem was like, oh, hey, I'm still here. I won Evo.
Yeah.
And Apex in another game.
If the Buzz was in here, I'd be number 2. Literally, if the Buzz was in
That's
here,
crazy how he took only one set from him.
and it was at a tournament that didn't count. Hurts, don't it?
Mm.
All right. So that's enough about 2017. 2018, because like we said, Battle of Vegas had some stuff, but not too much that we didn't expect. Besides like Cosmos finally beating Tweak, because I know like Tweak usually pops from the screen and it's like, all right, Cosmos, you got to die now. And then Fatality doing his thing, but like I said, Fatality's the X factor. So when he does well, no one should be surprised. We just have to watch how he does.
Yeah.
And Brosneck's getting 9th. Showing that Ryu can still punch people when your best rep is retired. And the other best rep doesn't travel. So, there's all that. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it, do you?
All I have to say is that I'm glad that we have this, then the one in Hong Kong, then the one in wherever in Europe, and then the finals. Because like
on East Coast.
Soon.
Yeah, not yet. But like
Just saying.
when we had the circuit last year, it was like, all right, this is good and all, but like because we're having it so many times, we can't like have like an actual big event.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like after Civil War, I would have been fine if we never had another 2GG.
Exactly.
Like that and Nairo Saga were the tournaments that never do it again. But like you literally can't remember the tournaments between Nairo Saga and Civil War. Because there was only one. Because the one for May or April got canceled.
Yep, the Greninja Saga got pushed back to May.
And everything after Nairo Saga was just like, who cares?
If it wasn't the championship, then it was just points.
Like
Didn't do anything for spectators, really.
an MK Leo Saga would have been good if he won. But my man was afraid to up B DK. And he got 3rd.
Yeah.
So it's just like, whatever. If you ask me about all the sagas last year, it's Civil War,
And then Nairo Saga.
Nairo Saga, and then the championship.
Yeah. That's a perfect order. And then all the rest of them can just like fight for 4th.
Well, what about Arms
Who?
Saga?
I actually forgot about that tournament, okay?
Oh yeah, the Buzz did win that one.
Where Charlie took 0 to game 5.
He did better than any other Fox who played against him.
Yeah.
Well, except for Xax. Shout out to Philadelphia.
Beating 0. God bless.
We out here
Alright.
balking.
I miss him, man. I wish he still lived here.
I'm saying, bro.
But bless him, doing good things over in NorCal, getting his life together,
Getting that education.
becoming a working pro.
God bless him. It really. Sometimes that's what it takes. Because like when you stay in Philadelphia, you have the talent, but like the environment isn't suitable for growth because we don't see the sun for half of the year. And then he went to sunny California, and then moved to like the cloudy part, but it doesn't matter. He got to spend his time. He paid his dues in SoCal.
Yeah, he's got enough sun to last him until he comes back.
And now has a girl, got a dog.
Oh,
Pretty
he's
sure
a
they're
dog? It's crazy. I'm happy to hear he has a dog than a girl.
What else does he have? I think he's talking about going back to school.
Yeah, he's got a job. He's enrolled in one of the colleges up there. Can't remember the name of it.
Like he literally like left everything behind for like Smash when he was still with Enemy like 4 years ago, and then like he made like a complete come up.
Yeah.
And like when I hear stories like that stuff makes me happy. Like with Nairo especially, when he won today and he made like what 12.5K off of like one tournament, and it's just like, how did he get
Now he's
it?
buying a house.
But yeah, like he's a whole homeowner. Like the house that he lived in before he moved, like him, his brother, and his mom, they were there literally like his whole life. And it's just like, wait, mom, what do I need to go to college for and do what everybody else is doing if I don't have a plan? Yeah, if you don't have a plan to succeed, then you're just planning for failure.
Right.
So it's like, let me just do what's working for now. Like I'm top 2 in this game. People like my stream. Oh, I just got sponsored. Now that's less money out of my pocket to go fly there. I'm getting flown out there. I'm still making top 3. People still watching my stream. We're still getting the monthly payments from Liquid.
Yeah.
And then because he's just staying at home, he keeps all the money besides like whatever he throws to his mom to pay rent. And then he's been sponsored since like August of 2015, right?
Yep.
That's 2.5 years. Like that adds up.
And there was no free agent point. It was just, oh, I'm on Liquid. 2 weeks later, oh, I'm on Energy, guys. What's up?
What's up?
And then
I get
all
even
those
more
Twitch
money.
subs.
Right?
So much.
Because he kept streaming.
And
So many Smash 4 streamers just stopped because I don't like streaming. It's just like,
Come on, man. People like you.
that short-sightedness.
And then he's getting YouTube money now because his
I
YouTube channel's
completely
actually
I
popping now.
completely forgot about that YouTube channel where he gets like at least like 30,000-40,000 a vid. Has a nice schedule.
The kid is getting money.
So yeah,
Kid bought his family a house.
like that's
He has 2 rooms.
that's the American. I have the room that I sleep in and the room I stream in.
This is the workplace.
I print
this is
money
the sleep
here.
place. I print money here. But yeah,
That's the American dream right there.
it's great. And he did it through Smash Brothers.
God
He
bless.
did damn near the impossible.
So that was a big tangent.
Yeah.
But that's what we
TLDR.
did with this.
Battle of Vegas happened, and the
I
thing
was
that
making shmoney.
really like raises the flag for me at this event was not just like the beginning of the Smash Masters League thing, which I think is going to be huge, but we've reached this point in the season where we are 90 days in, and we still don't have an S tier, and this is a year after, not even a full year, a year after, where S tiers are just popping up. Like I believe Civil War was like what, the 3rd S tier of the season at this point last year, 2nd or 3rd.
Oh, well, was every saga?
Because Genesis
Okay.
Saga was A. Oh no, it was the 2nd because Genesis Saga was A, Genesis was S. What was in February? Midwest Mayhem was A.
Renette
Frostbite-
got his breakout.
Frostbite was literally a Mr. R or a DeBuzz away from being A, or S rather. And then Civil War was S. It was S plus.
Okay.
Like it was super duper S.
Everybody in the grandma came.
When did this season start?
January.
All right.
There were some exceptions at the end of December, but they were like mainly like Japan tournaments.
All right.
So, and those are only like B and C tier.
Mhm.
I think they were all C just because it's hard for Japan to actually put together a PGR event.
Because flying to Japan is expensive.
Yeah.
And their whole way of handling things over there.
I mean, the pot bonuses and the money doesn't really play as big of a factor anymore.
Yeah.
But it's still like, all right, the money to go to Japan from America is like 500 minimum, depending on where you live. And then we have to get multiple people to do that. And Japan is a country where not all the best players will be at one tournament. But like people think that because it's so stacked as a whole, like so stacked per capita.
And they don't realize that like it's like 4 main islands.
Yeah, like the whole country is good. So no matter where you host the event, the good players will show up, but they're not all going to be in the PGR
Yeah.
because getting from Japan to America is also difficult.
Right.
So they can't go to the A tiers, the S tiers.
Because they got to take off of work, and like the worker culture in Japan is OD. Like people actually die from overworking. So you got to take
What
off.
was it? For PGR this year isn't like Shoko hasn't like
He wasn't.
been to America.
He hadn't even been to an A tier,
Yeah.
and he was still like top 50, top 40.
He was like 36
Wait,
or
was
something, right?
was Umabora Major not an A tier? Was it B?
I forgot about the tournament, but that was like the only A tier.
Oh.
Shoko's the only person like doing mad work enough in just Japan.
Yeah.
That's why when people saw him, they were confused. Cause it's like, oh my God, he's amazing. Only being in C tiers, and you have all those wins.
Top 2 ZSS.
I'm saying.
That's what it's like to be good in Japan.
See, he knows.
Yeah.
I've been saying
I
he's
know.
top 2 forever, and people are like, what about Mars? It's like, man, Mars didn't even like this game.
The Choco Mars have to fist fight for number 2 in my head. Like,
Also, shout outs to Manga. That was Kanga's mom. There was like one clip of
Oh
her
my god.
after he got a giant punch. She was just all happy. She was
oh, that
cute.
must be her on the screen right now. Oh,
I don't think it was this set, but
I saw her walking throughout like the little highlights that they were doing.
like she was just happy for her, and I'm like, that's I like that.
Wow.
That's
Actually getting
nice.
support.
yeah. When you actually get support from
Crazy.
your family. Like I know when Kellis comes to America, she like brings her entire family, like mother, sister, brother, all of them, and they all just cheer out. Like Apex 2016 when she was playing against Mewtwo King in the run back, they were all just yelling. And it was like one of the most heartwarming things I've ever seen.
That tournament deserved to be bigger. I'm still tight
I'm,
about
I'm
that.
sad Apex died, but things happen.
Yeah, people can keep their hands to themselves.
If we still had an Apex, that'd be the S tier. Whatever.
That really was Tri-State's tournament.
If I mean, it would be S tier if it still existed. That'd probably be the first S tier of the season, the way things are going.
Because we would have all of Tri-State, all of New England, all the people from the South.
Yep.
MDDA.
And SoCal's angry at us, so they'd have to come through and try to beat us.
And they'll get smacked up because they'll be like, wait, why am I getting
Big
camped?
Billy.
Well, what's happening here?
Like the only reason you'd have to worry about coming to an Apex if it still existed was probably Midwest. Yeah. Just because there are so many states out there, it's hard for them to ever
That's a lot
get
of
anything
area.
together. Yeah. Like the Midwest is like 20 states, something like that, right?
There's a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
No,
like
but I'm saying like there's a lot of good people.
Yeah,
there's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
People. And just people moved there.
Like if you just look at a map of the middle of the United States from what, the Appalachian Mountains over to the Rocky Mountains, that's like 20 states, dude.
It's like too
That's so many states.
much. Yeah, right.
And we all call them one, minus Texas.
It's because Texas is its own entity.
Like, Wow.
I was on Twitter last night and I saw a map of
Are you
like
gonna take the California thing or the?
Oh, there were two. There was
really?
There was the California one reversed and put on the eastern, like, what is it, seaboard or whatever. And like, it really goes from like
Upstate New York,
upstate
Vermont,
to like
West
the
Virginia.
top of
South Carolina.
to the top of the South.
You're
Yeah.
speaking of like Texas or Cali at this point?
Texas specifically, because like Texas is just like boom, but like the Cali thing was funny too, because I'm thinking like, how come North and South Cal don't interact that much? And that's like saying like, how come the buzz doesn't go down to paradigm shift and play with Peep Nut and Dandy Penguin?
Yeah,
And Kai the Sonic, they don't
so
remember
large.
him.
Yep. Oh man, I miss Kai. He used to be Tri-State.
I don't know.
Go figure, right?
Of course.
You moved to North Carolina, you just become #1 for years.
Yeah, because what did we say earlier?
If you live in Tri-State, you're better off than everyone else. But yeah, when you link that to me, or to the group even, it like put into perspective how large that area is.
Like that's like, because you know how people are like, oh, Philly's a region. South Jersey should be its own region. It's like, shut up. But SoCal and NorCal is like, those are large enough to be two countries.
The amount of time it took me to get from basically Philadelphia to the middle of Ohio a couple weeks ago for what was going to be my Midwest Mayhem trip took the same amount of time it would take someone from get to Fresno to LA. And that's one state.
It's a big state.
You're crossing into another region, but people are like, oh, let's just be one region, just be Cali. No.
55 million.
No.
There's also too many people to be one region.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not trying to have 30-man PRs. There's no interaction. How can it be one region? But, people are just stupid.
Like, if there can't be interaction between Pennsylvania, you're not getting that in California.
And I used to be guilty of that when we used to talk about how the Midwest would be like every state but Texas, but then you realize Texas is also just hella large. Like, when someone explained to me how many hours it took to get from
Houston
one end to the other,
oh,
or even just to get from one major city to the other, it's like, wow, okay. So, y'all really are just Texas.
It's like Philly and New York is closer than their major cities.
No way.
From Philly to New York is like 2 hours and some change. Less than 2 if you're Evan driving.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
But people are saying how like Houston to Dallas is like 3.5, and I'm like, you're kidding.
Yeah, that's so nuts. States is too large.
It's way too big.
We got too much land in this country. Are you at all concerned that we don't have an S tier yet?
I don't care. We had too many. Because it didn't mean anything last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, S tier should only be Evo. Just Evo now, because CEO is just regional now. Evo. Genesis if people didn't get sick in the beginning of the year.
That was going to be the S tier, by the way. If people didn't just all catch the flu at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Drink each other's water bottles and stuff like that.
SmashCon, because that's effectively our Evo.
Yep. Best thing the East Coast has right now.
And, yeah, just pretty much those 3 tournaments. Because I know Boston's trying really hard to make Shine a thing, but it's like, come on, I'm not paying $60 to go to Boston. That's just like, to walk through the door.
Oh.
That 6-hour drive wasn't fun last year.
Oh, you drove?
Yeah.
I forgot you guys drove.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We didn't have to pay venue, so why would we not go?
So you guys effectively drove from the middle of California to the southern border, right?
Well, damn.
But only the middle of the state to
Yeah.
the southern border? Like, not even the whole state?
He really didn't fish.
I'm still tight. I had to ride bitch.
Yeah.
Bro, who told you to be the smallest person in the car?
Told you not to have a car. If it's your car, you never have to sit bitch.
I mean,
But you have to sit driver, so
these
it's
facts,
like,
but
whatever.
you know, they really do be like that sometimes.
So yeah, S stands for special. So you're fine with the scarcity?
Like, yeah, because like it's supposed to be something.
Yeah. Okay.
Like last year, like S tiers really should have just been Civil War, Naro's thing, just because like Naro's like our most beloved player, and like Evo and the other like big FGC Johns. Well, actually just Evo.
That makes sense. I don't know. It's just kind of like I think it's because we're coming off of that season where everything was S tier. Like we had like what 6, 7.
Too many.
It was nutty.
I felt like it was in the double digits.
For the whole year, it was definitely double digits.
Oh yeah.
But just for season 4, which was the end of last year, the southern half. Wow. The second half of last year. I think just coming straight off of that into this, it's just like it's alarming to see how little we have.
Cause it's like pretty
It's
much
different.
what is happening with Smash right now is like the denouement when you're watching a movie and like all the nutty stuff is happening, but then the credits don't roll for like another 45 minutes, so people are just like, what do we do now?
We need to know what happens at the end.
Like I was gonna use anime examples, but you don't watch anime, so it would have been pointless to use them. But
I watched some anime.
did you watch Yu Yu Hakusho?
But the
All right,
viewers
then.
can relate.
Did you watch Drink Bleach?
I watched Naruto, man.
Um,
That's as far as it went, for the most part. In terms of the old ones.
it's like the equivalent of watching Naruto and Sasuke fight, and then they kiss and hug. Then the series continues for like another 20 episodes.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's a perfect way to put it then.
So then people are just like, what's happening here? And it's just like, bro, just relax. Like, we can actually just be in peace. And now that we have a new game coming out, it's just like, what do we need 14 billion S tiers for? Like, let's just play it out. Let's let the other regions in America grow.
Thank God.
Now that we have reasons to watch them and see, like, who is the good person over there.
Get spotlight on people before the new game comes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we have something to be excited about. Just like, who's going to be the new up-and-coming new blood to take over? in the
Who's going to
next
be the
game.
old guard?
Yeah.
Because now we have to establish that because we're at the end. It's going to be so weird seeing Smash 4 players and calling them veterans in a couple months.
He's a Smash 4 vet.
Yeah, like, that's going to
Like,
be
what?
such a weird sentence to say. I
I'm
wonder if
only
this is how Brawl players felt.
Almost.
I feel like just because like it was still grassroots back then, they didn't even think of it like that. It was just like, oh, it's a new game because it was still just Brawl players playing the game and like Melee people just like freaking hacks and chilling. Remember freaking chilling
Remember when Chillin was ranked in MDVA?
with Mega Man? Oh, chilling's the best Mega Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Hacks Falcon's pretty. Silent Spectre, you ranked in this game,
He won a 3DS tournament in the SoCal.
man.
Pretty sure he won that tournament. I can't remember. Either won or got second to someone that was just clearly better.
So it was probably just like, oh, here's a new game. But now that like the culture just changed so much throughout this game's lifetime, not even in like the transition, but just like we didn't have sponsors until, well,
Like 2014 to now. That's a big jump.
Yeah, a lot has happened, actually.
That's a big jump.
like remember F-Step?
Yo, don't say that out loud. Do not say F-Step out loud. Oh, my God.
I was looking at brackets the other day.
F-Step Nakat versus F-Step False.
F-Step. Nairo barely making top 8, playing Zelda.
Missing top 8
Robin.
at stuff.
Like, what did he do? He went pit for Diddy at Apex. Ended up losing to Mr. R and
The Buzz.
the Buzz. And then, this was still like high school Nairo, so it's just like, hey, good games, you bastard.
The tri-state mentality was talking about, I'll kill you.
Okay. So, and like we did not get sponsors in this game until Evo, and that was only 0. We weren't even supposed to get sponsored because the show that we put on at Evo 2015 was piss poor.
It was bad.
Shoutouts to Customs.
He bared. That's why he got hit. All right. So, yeah. It's like, sponsors are new. Everything right now is just new. So, I guess when you put it like that, where all the things that we have now just didn't exist a couple years ago,
Yeah.
it'd be perfectly acceptable to hear, like, oh, when Smash Bros. Coming up, we didn't worry about who was the veterans because, like...
Yeah, because we were all just friends who just played the game.
Yeah.
Now people are like actually trying to like come up off of playing a video game. Because like when Brawl was like still like popping, like, well, when I say we, I mean people that were like born in like the very early 90s. Like we were still in school, like either in like high school or like going to college. So like it was just a hobby. And when we met up, because tournaments were so scarce, it was like, oh,
What's up?
I haven't seen you in so long.
Right?
Like da-da-da. Like things were big tournaments because like a lot of people went. Not because like, oh, some back room said it was a big tournament. So yeah, the culture of the game just changed. If he did not bear him there, he would have lost.
The whole set.
3-0.
Yeah.
This matchup sucks. People like whenever people say, "Oh, my worst matchup is Sheik," it's just like,
No, it's
you're
not.
not trying hard enough.
You just got to just hit her. Hit her with
Just
whatever
hit her.
you have. You got to call out things that don't exist. You just got to go for a trade sometimes. Like, if you just hurt that character, then it's not your worst matchup.
So yeah, like this is gonna be the first time in like Smash history where it's just like, oh man, I'm like coming hot off this game. Can I continue it? Because we have sponsors now, it's just like, can we continue the momentum, or else am I gonna fall off and get dropped by my team?
Right.
Because like this happens all the time in other fighting games, because they either get like heavily updated every couple of years or a new game comes out. But because Smash is just like, every Smash game is supposed to be the last one, it's just like, all right, that's what we got.
I'm just hyped to see Melee players still like hype about this new game, even though they're not gonna play it. They're still hyped that the community is gonna be growing.
Cause yeah,
well,
like Smash is Smash. Don't even name that bastard.
All right, you
Don't-
already know.
Yeah,
even
that
give
was
it
that was
time.
one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, just it's not even worth acknowledging. But yeah, like Smash is Smash, and like people outside of the scene itself, whenever I look at FGC Twitter and just like, oh my goodness, like seeing them get like when Esam F smashed Lima, his neutral get up, because why would you neutral get up in front of Pikachu charge and F smash?
Yeah.
I saw like some King player from Atlanta just being like, yeah, let's go Esam, like F Bayo, like you were taking them all out. I'm like, you watch Smash? Like people watch our game, which is why I wish the community would be more mature about a lot of things, because
Jaywong watches Smash quite a bit.
oh
Yeah, he
he's
loves
been-
Smash.
Yeah, he's. You know, he went the first winter brawl for this game.
No way.
Just
Oh,
playing
damn.
Diddy Kong, just
I
smacking
know,
people
he was
up.
like trying to like go to Nintendo Invitational. he was trying to like get in there.
Man, it's like people like, as much as people like to rag on the competitive aspect of this game, like it's still Smash Brothers. Like people still enjoy the characters themselves because we all played these games as younglings.
And death is universal, no matter how much you try to mask it. Like you can see someone getting bodied in any game and recognize it. So it doesn't matter what's going on around it. As soon as you see someone die or get fucked up, you know.
You know, people love ZSS outside of Smash.
Yes.
Which is why when people complain, they just now started complaining about ZSS. Like, where did this come from?
Because Leo DI'd out when he should have DI'd in. It's not
Like-
Leo's fault. It's not ZSS's fault.
Bayonetta's a really cool character, but I do not enjoy her gameplay in this game.
Man, I love Bayonetta in every sense of the word. Like, I love that character as much as you can love a character that you've never played the game of.
Oh, the same.
But that character's sick. I'm happy she's in Smash Brothers.
I have her in here, but fuck her.
I just want them to do a better job of like mapping her moveset, because I'm fine with her being the best, but I need her execution to reflect like, all right, listen, if you're gonna be picking up this character and putting in time, you gotta actually be out here, not just flowcharting when she first came out.
Yeah, the way she was on release was just...
It was just like, come on, bro. Like, Aerolink really wasn't winning anything, and lo and behold, oh, I'm ranked again.
Hey, let's get it.
Ninja Link, oh yeah, I spent a lot of time in the lab killing people off of nothing.
It makes me sad that he never like came back full force again, because he was good at the start.
And then Salem just
And
came out
then-
of nowhere.
Yeah, him too. But
See,
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna give it to Salem because he really got 25th at the first Evo.
I mean,
With
like
Cena.
Sheik Robin.
like he's doing it, but like he just like
He
showed up
wasn't
to a
doing it like
Bears.
that.
He showed up to a Bears with Bayo, and we were like, what?
Oh yeah, I remember that era when I would just walk into the building and Salem would be playing Gons.
Do you know how much I felt? Like, I always felt some type of way when I saw people that like we knew were good, but like they got absolutely no notoriety whatsoever. But they would just come to Bears and just clean up, and we would literally like see them grow up. It's just like Tweak and
Shout out
James
to
came
James.
to the first Bears.
Yep, they were
Yeah.
grands.
The first time I saw James, I was like, yo, he looks like a dickhead. I didn't even know him. Point still stands. Still looks like a dickhead.
Like freaking Bounty took a game off of Tweak's Wario, and then everyone was like, "Oh, let's go," and he's just like,
All right, well, now I have to kill him because it's the tri-state mentality. Oh, you cheered? Your friend has to die.
And I remember the first set that he was actually like, this guy's pretty good, was when he was playing against Pasta, and I think he went like Little Mac or something. And I was like, man, you better force him on his main, Nasir. And they forced him on his main, and like he did well. And like seeing stuff like that makes me happy but sad at the same time, because like if people in Philly had the resources to like leave and travel, like
We could have a good set of
frequently,
players.
we could have had like, it wouldn't have just been Wes
We would
having a fight off.
Juice now, but he still ain't
Yeah,
Yeah, but that took 3 years to happen.
And like Juice is going to Westchester. Like I don't even want him worrying about this game. Like I want him to focus on school. So
You're gonna be focusing on school at Westchester.
Oh, I forgot that is like
You're
the
right.
top 3 party school. Listen, I have nothing to say actually.
That kid's not coming back.
He's actually not coming back. He's coming back with like a whole half like, what do they call it? A mestizo child? Yeah, there we go.
What is that?
Isn't that like some type of like Mexican/indigenous and whatever?
Dude,
Or it'd be, like,
I've
black or white.
Never. Oh,
Come on,
black
bro.
and white is mulatto.
No. I mean like either like Mexican/indigenous, and then it's either like that plus white or that plus black. You never heard of the term mestizo?
Never.
What do they teach y'all in New Jersey?
Nothing.
Okay.
Why do you think we're like
haven't heard
this?
of it
Yeah,
either.
you're right. Wow. Dang, I have to give my school more credit. Shout out to J.R. Masterman Demonstration School at 17th and Spring Garden.
No one's going there.
It's alright. It's the best
Someone's
school
gonna
in the
pass
state.
it when they hear this.
like,
That's
oh,
that's
yeah.
weird, right?
Yeah.
Just because of the reach of the internet, someone's going to hear that and then pass it, like without ever putting those two together. It's just gonna happen.
I remember when I used to wear Adidas all the time.
Shout out to-
Yeah, but see, stuff like this set is already in game 3.
Yeah, but like shout out to Charlie dropping the king.
Oh yeah, Charlie's a much better tag.
Yeah, just go by your tag, bro. Like people are gonna learn way too late that just going by your government is the broken tag.
The best thing you can do for yourself if you're becoming a player, or you're not an established player yet, is make your tag short in any way possible.
Like look at all the greats in Brawl, Ally, Anton,
4,
Nairo,
4, 5,
Adamus,
6.
M2K, 3,
Yeah, and he was Mewtwo King at one point, and then he started getting good, and now he's just M2K.
0, 4,
4.
QB. Oh,
There's a 2!
that's
Oh.
one in the game.
The best Brawl player at the end of the lifetime of the game, outside of America. 2 letters.
QB.
And one letter.
Yeah, 1 letter, 1 number.
Man.
He knew.
So, yeah.
Who's the best player with only a 1 character tag?
I think there's like a Z that plays 64.
And I know he's mad good in his game.
I'm trying to think. Is there anyone? Nope.
Not at legacy level.
There's a decent 64 player that's just Z.
Yeah, but is he legacy level in that game?
I think he's like top 50.
I need like top 15, top 20.
I'll look up the 64 ranks right now. I'll see where he be.
Because I know there's 2 Zs in Smash 4, but none of them are legacy level
nah.
either. They're just good.
His name really is Money Match Z. Like, come on. I don't need those shekels. You don't give me them US dollars. He really said, I'm tired of losing to Bayo.
So he started playing Bayo.
No,
Well,
Larry.
both of these
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I think both of these characters are just products of I'm tired of losing this character.
Yeah,
Charlie's just playing them. Larry
There's
gets a count.
the Z who 2016 was top 11.
I guess he is
I
legacy
don't know where
level.
is he still on here?
I know nothing about that scene.
It's so funny how like Diddy, he really didn't jump cancel banana toss that. It's so funny how Diddy only became relevant again because Bayonetta was released, or else there was literally no reason to play this character.
Yeah, he's the. I think he's gonna finish out this game the same way that he is currently, where he's just a check. But like he's not like a true counterpick character. It's like if you can play Diddy, you got it. If you can't, there's no reason to try to pick him up.
Pasta.
Yeah, like
It's like he really kept arguing with me in the diner. He's like, I like playing Diddy. He's like, you didn't like playing Diddy when James told you to play him X many years ago.
maybe he did that thing where you like just become smarter, and it allows you to play the character you tried to before. That's happened to you, Sheik.
Yeah.
I could not play Sheik in 2015
At all.
and then I like went back after Genesis 3. Actually, this is Zan's fault, and I specifically remember that the tournament where I said, all right, I've been playing Sheik for 3 months. It's real now because I played Zan and now I work with him. And it was like, all right, Toon Link vs. Villager is awful. I'm never playing this again.
I legit could not play ZSS until Zamir kept coming to my house every week.
And then you just get a new train of thinking, and it's like, oh, this is what you do.
And then now I just start killing people at like dumb low percents.
And now I have a new main.
Boom.
So maybe he did one of those.
Probably.
Because that's definitely a real thing.
I don't know. I just feel like Diddy's so easy to play because he's literally like, if you can play Smash Bros, you can play Diddy Kong.
Yeah, if you understand RPS and conditioning and all that, Diddy's your character. But if not, then it's like, but what are you doing?
What?
I'm stupid.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Just letting the people know.
Like, I just get mad because he plays too smart with Diddy, and I'm like, bro, like, you're thinking too much. Like, just press more buttons. Stop standing and shield all the time.
But the slow Diddy. Patient
Slow Diddy's a myth.
Nah.
That's a bigger myth than Slow Sheik.
I was about to say, like, you're actually messing up if you're not pressing buttons as Diddy Kong. And not even, like, on your opponent, but just to, like, fake out your movement.
Yeah, you just gotta be doing stuff to throw your opponent off.
Like, the Diddy Kong that everybody should be looking at when they're trying to, like, actually learn how to play this character. Or not even learn how to play, just be like, man, if I'm actually trying to, like, be out here with Diddy, just watch Angel Cortez. That man's retarded on the sticks.
Yeah, that is one of the best unsung Diddies to this day. And it makes you sad that he's like basically retired because
he don't go nowhere.
He's a blessing. He's a blessing in terms of gameplay. You might not like his personality still, but like he's chilling now. Like, but he's still just like out here slapping people in New Jersey and New York.
Like people really would say, oh yeah, like Battlefield was one of Diddy's worst stages, and then Angel's like, bet, throw you on the top thingy at 0, and then barrel, and then you have 35%. It's just like, where did this come from? It's like, this is my best stage. All my movement options have expanded.
Like he gets like a stat buff whenever he's on Battlefield. Like his speed just goes up to +6. Can't touch him.
Love that character. When he's played in that fashion. If you play Slow Diddy, you're whack to me.
Yeah, I mean like they usually are. Because like Slow Diddy doesn't work in this meta. Diddy's a character that gets better as the speed of the game increases. Not the opposite. If you want a character that gets better as this game slows down, you gotta play Sonic, gotta play Bayonetta. Cloud ? I don't know. I never see Slow Cloud, so I don't know.
Slow Cloud works when you're waiting for your opening or neutral, but when you get your hits, it's just like, all right, you have to die right now. But what is this music that's playing in the back?
This is Daisy's theme from Mario Strikers Charge.
That's really crazy how I don't play Nintendo games.
Wow. But you playing Smash Brothers? That's fake.
I mean, I played Nintendo games when I was like 7.
That makes sense.
Then after that, it was Sony and Sega. No, I started off Sega. Then Nintendo for a bit. Then my 64 got stolen when I went on a plane to Ghana.
Oh.
And then it was just, he really lost the set off of SD.
Yeah.
Then like after that, it was just like Sony for like 20-something, not 20, for like 12-ish years. So yeah, I'm big chillin'. He really, they really said I'm done with Cloud. Like I remember I used to say by default that Tweak was the best Cloud because he played all those crap matchups with him. And now it's like he dropped him, Leo dropped him. Cum was going back to school. He was like, this was a mistake. I just prolonged my life. or prolonged getting my life started. And like, Ned is good, but like he never left Chicago to like actually blossom. I was about to say, you better kill him off of that. So what other topics do we have to cover? The very end? Smash 5 list?
Basically, yeah, because we already talked about the last big event. Or the most recent big event, rather. Last made it sound really final. The status of the season to this point, you know, the no S tiers, how things are going to wrap up throughout the year.
How this game's probably going to be over after SmashCon.
Effectively.
Is that before or after Shine? Because I feel like
Before.
Shine is the last checkpoint for us.
Is it before?
I think. I can't remember.
Yeah, Shine's the last weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're both in August, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
August is going to be the big month. That's going to be like the...
That's Evo.
It's going to be like
finale.
Like the like the prom party of Smash 4. Yeah. August 2018. Mark your calendars. That's going to be the biggest Smash 4 party you've ever seen.
Like August is the pregame.
You got
the party that is the new game.
You got August, which is Evo's like what, the first weekend? Yeah, Evo's the first weekend, and you have a break the second weekend. But Summer Jam is that weekend.
No, Summer Jam.
Oh, it's the very last.
Summer Jam is
day
August 31st.
Yeah.
Oh, so Shine is the third weekend.
So
because I know it's like 1, 2, 3, and then there's nothing happening on this weekend, but that's convenient when Summer Jam is.
So it's like August 3rd is Evo. Then like nothing for.
SmashCon's like the 16th or something.
Yeah, SmashCon's that weekend, and then the next weekend is Shine, and then the weekend after that is Summer Jam.
Yeah.
So that's effectively like that girl that you've been crushing on in high school. You just gotta go shoot your shot, and she's gonna be like, "Ill," and it's like, "Hold on."
Ill.
Well then, where's your friend? The one with the glasses.
Who is he? Like, no, you should ask sooner. It's like, come on.
Like I'm just.
You literally anyway.
Like we're gonna by that point, like August, we're gonna know so much about the new game.
Yeah, because E3's in June.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna know so much.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're already gonna have so much information.
I just need to see what the game looks like, and as long as they fix Marth, I have a character that I can play.
Like, we're gonna be seeing gameplay within the next 2.5 months.
Yep. Can't wait. Because the minute I get a sniff of this game being different, I'm all in.
Like
Smash 4. Oh,
I don't
man.
want this game.
That's the next point. But,
I don't want this game to be anything. I don't want the next game to be anything like this game. And that's like the beauty in Smash. It's just like it's still Smash, but like it's so radically different that like if you don't have a good game, it's just like all right, I can play the next one, or I can play another one that I like more comfortable playing.
Right. Do you see a possibility? Okay, let's say that Smash 5 comes out and it is radically different. Like I'm talking like Melee to Brawl kinds of different.
I'm down.
But do you think people still play Smash 4? Because the reason why people still play Melee is because it's not like Brawl.
The Bale mains will play it.
Difference between the two going good or going bad?
That's subjective.
That's fair.
The only reason why people are still playing Melee is
more
because
popular, I guess.
Mango won Evo. That's literally the only reason.
Okay, we're going to leave that point on the table because it's absolutely true.
I feel like when Smash 5 comes out, this game is like dead on arrival. Because like, you know how like with Brawl, because like we said earlier, like the culture was different. Like if you didn't like Brawl, you just stopped playing it and you just moved on with your life. But the people who still liked it and they still played it.
Right.
And there were still like decent numbers for the tournaments. But for this game, like you could tell even like a year ago that people were not banging with this game. And like in 2016, when like before Smash air quotes made it, people were like actively voicing what they did not like about this game whatsoever. But like now that this game has a lot more visibility and whatnot, and before we even got an announcement of this game, people were just on Twitter just bemoaning its fate, like, oh, Bale's killing this game, oh, this is trash, da 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 da. And it's like, why would sponsors pick up a game that the best players don't even want to play?
Yeah,
they're complaining about.
And that's why everyone wants to spread the not the positivity, but just like the E in the esports, make it for everyone. Because you don't want people to just like, you don't want Mr. Moneybags of team whatever looking at Twitter saying, oh man, I like this game, I like watching it, maybe we should get into it. Oh, it's bad.
Like,
well, next.
Like when I remember when I was saying like a year and some change ago that this game is dying by March 2019, or like that's what my brain told me. My heart told me this game was dying by the end of this year, last year, and people are like, "Nah, what are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Bro, it has no future." And it's like, "What do you mean? We're still getting good numbers?" And it's just like, you can tell people don't like this game. And like, if the players don't like the game, then why are the spectators or the people who put in money? Which is why the reason most of these people postpone the tertiary studies or just quit work and school altogether. Like, it makes no sense for this game to be a valid esport. And it's just like, nah, you're going crazy. But then like as time went on, it's just like, wait, this game does suck. Oh, now I know how these other people feel. Oh, da, 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 da. And then you see these people tweeting out. Like I remember after Overclocked, Hazmat tweeted out, "Oh, lol, game's dying." It's just like, we got 200 people, 200 entrants. And I'm like, yeah, but like, half of those entrants were pot fillers. Like, who cares? Not even half, like more than half. Like, yeah, you got good numbers for your region, but it's like what Overclocks was in Boston, right?
Yeah.
And like that's New England, so you have like people from 6 states coming in, and then you have New York and New Jersey. That's 200. It's like, when you look at it that way, it's just like, you didn't get more.
Oh yeah. I guess we put it like that, yeah. Because that's like 9 states participating.
So it's like, yeah, those are decent numbers, but like, you can't ever look at anything in a vacuum. Not to like poop on the event, but just saying like, how many people did we get for like the first Apex?
837 after the debacle with the travel. That would have been the first big tournament of Smash Bros. Would have been 1,000 plus.
Like,
if it wasn't for a snowstorm and a bad venue.
Like, yeah, you can say like that's like hype for the new game, but like, why didn't it keep? Cause like you look at tournaments like the Big House, which started off with I forget how it started off, but it ended up whatever in Michigan, in like a freaking college lounge, like 8 years ago, and now it literally only gets I think it sustains itself at like 1,500 for Melee.
Yeah.
But then for like Smash, what did we get? Like 700 the first year?
500.
We got 500
Yeah,
for 2015?
Yeah, we capped at 512.
So did we just have a cap or like?
Yeah, it capped.
Never mind.
Because Juggle Guy wasn't a big fan of Smash 4 at that point, so wanted to keep it small.
Oh, never mind. He's just
but
hated it.
CEO also capped at 5. Also, I don't know if they capped at 512, but they got around 512.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of the events on Smash 4 were capped, but a lot of them weren't.
Yeah, so it's like when you see the numbers dropping off, and it's just like I remember people were like, "Oh, that's just the numbers normalizing." I'm like, why are they normalizing now after like 3 years? Yeah, I'm not counting 2014. After 3 years, like these are a significant drop when people like show the numbers and whatnot for like streams, and when they like drop significantly when you see like Bales or like other like characters people don't care for. It's like, yeah, like, you know, the spectator only counts so much, but then again, like if you want this to be like a thing that people can turn on the TV and just like, oh, there's my favorite player, it's just like the spectators aren't watching, we're not gonna get there.
Right.
So I don't know. There was a lot of things that went into like my prophecy of this game dying. But hopefully like a new game will not only like refresh people, but bring in a ton more people. Like it brought in 3.5 years ago. And now that we went through like the growing pains of like having all these people watch us, just knowing what to and not to do, TOing wise, rule set wise, all that stuff, it's just like, all right, let's just hit the ground running. Let's ban Delfino and Halberd, because come on, those aren't good stages.
Yep.
Like,
if something's problematic with the meta, let's talk about it.
Let's immediately, and let's not say let's check it out, because like Bale should have been banned on release.
Yeah.
When she came out, but it's just like, oh no, you're complaining, and it's just like, no.
Cloud
like,
should have been banned in dubs since I would say the 50th tournament in a row that he just won. Maybe because like not in a row, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Like Cloud has been dominating doubles since release, and that's not a joke. The first big tournament after Cloud's release was Genesis 3, and he villaging with the help of his son villaging. Shouts to Komura and I. Still one of my favorite teams. But yeah, Cloud has just been winning doubles tournaments to the point where when Cloud doesn't win, you know what tournament it was because they don't happen.
Yeah.
SmashCon 2016, Taheda Goma, not a Cloud in sight. Can you name me another tournament that didn't have Cloud win? I'd have to look.
CEO Dreamland.
Who won that?
The Cat and Void.
Oh yeah, Team CLG won that with Ness Sheik, the classic.
And that's literally like, wow. All right, we take that.
Yeah.
And that's literally like the only thing that I can. Those are the only tournaments that I could think of.
Oh, anything that matters really.
Yeah.
And like honestly, whenever people are like, "Oh, let's wait and check it out," and it's like, no, like that's the reason why MK didn't get banned in Brawl, because they weren't trying to ban him until 4 years into the game, when literally like what 60% of the player base played him. I mean, granted, most of the tri-state MKs could play other characters, but it's like, have you played Brawl MK? That's the most fun character in the game.
Yep.
By the country mile. Like, so if you see some nonsense, just like deal with it quick and like actually get like a type of like a,
I don't know.
I don't want to say like central government, but just like people to like just
pay attention to the game.
Yeah, and like, hey, this is whack. Let's take care of it. Because like Melee has all that stuff.
And like, let's expand the amount of people that can look at the game and make a decision. Because I don't know, whenever people say like, oh, let's revisit it, I always look at it as, oh, maybe, we'll see, and that always means no.
No, always.
Like when you ask a girl and she says, I'll see. No.
You might as well just ask her friend at that point.
Yeah,
it's not a yes.
It's like, what are you doing? No. Like you literally did not say yes or sure. You didn't even say sure. You said maybe. What does that even mean?
You can't even spell maybe.
That's not yes.
Shut up. But yeah, when people say stuff like that, when they give you these answers that prolong the current, you got to take it as no and act accordingly. So what I want to see in the next game is that we stop that.
Be proactive.
Yeah.
When we see some nonsense.
Like if there's a character just dominating the meta, can we talk about it then? If there's no blatant weakness, I mean, because like Sheik and Diddy ran the meta, but like we had people on top of beating Diddy and Sheik within a year.
Like, if you want to beat Diddy, just pick Luigi.
If you want to beat Diddy, just ask Nick how to do it. If you
want to
beat
if
you want to beat Sheik in 2015, ask Xax. He has all the answers.
All of them.
Every single one. But I don't know. When Bayonetta came out, we stopped doing that, not because we didn't want to, but because it was so much more difficult to do it. You could have all the counterplay to Bayo, but she literally only needs to touch you once.
Shout outs to freaking loser semis at G5. I still get mad thinking about that.
Got
died
touched.
at 1%.
Got touched and died. Yeah. So yeah, well, I need people to do stuff like that in the next game. Just take better care of what we currently have, so it can be something better. Why was Duck Hunt legal for 2 years?
I don't know.
No one said the.
Like, when people were saying it promotes non-engaging behavior or gameplay, and people were like, yeah, but at this stage it's like, no, like, when you're going here, like, expect to get timed out.
That's not good for a meta.
Like, it was big, which kind of played a problem, but I think the biggest one was the fact that Little Mac and Ganondorf could not reach the tree without using their.
When I heard that, I was done. I was done with the stage from the moment I heard that.
They would need to up B to reach the tree. That is unfortunate.
These characters literally cannot participate in conversations in this part of the room. Why is this room still in the house? Cut the whole room out.
In situations like that, that's what will get me tight about this game as a competitive fighter, because it's like other games.
That's not a thing.
It's not. Yeah.
Plain and simple. That's not a thing that exists. Every stage that exists, every character can participate on. But like, because Smash is like this weird oxymoron of a video game, we had things like that where some characters literally cannot play the game in certain circumstances.
Not because of where they place in tier wise, but because it's like
the stage was designed poorly.
Physical limitations.
Yes, not of the characters for the most part, of the actual stage. Yeah. Because Mac and Ganon can make the platforms on other stages.
I mean. Yeah.
It's a 50-50. The stage shouldn't exist.
Like, if they had a better movement, then they could do it. But.
Yeah, but like it shouldn't be to the point where a stage that we consider legal for tournament play
that's kind of whack.
Kind of alienates characters, and people always say, "Oh, but those characters are bad anyway." Yeah, but like, come on, let them be.
They can play
decent.
on the other stages. It's just this one.
At one bay, Mezzy was playing.
I was thinking of that exact
playing against
scenario.
the Little Mac on Duck Hunt, and they're just sitting on the tree as Diddy shooting peanuts, and the Little Mac just was standing on the ground looking all sad.
I was like, hey man, I'm not fighting that dickhead.
I guess that kind of just like starts the whole like wish list part of the game that we want, because all right, take better care of the scene. That's like big foremost.
Most of the things that I want in this game aren't even like metagame related, because like I know our people know how we want to play the game. It's all has to do with Nintendo. Like, are we gonna be able to turn off hazards? Are we gonna be able to have quote unquote gamma stages and pick tri-plats?
I forget who said it, but I saw some video about a wish list. But like, take the ideas of Omegas, but put some like different kind of platform layout on each one.
Yeah.
Like some basic platform layout on each Omega. So it's not just FD like 52 times.
Okay.
And I was like, that's an idea right there.
That's a pretty good idea.
Because like, if we have a stage, like all the best stages, I mean, all the stages with the best music are just non-competitive in any capacity whatsoever.
Yeah, we're playing.
And like, thank God we had multi-man melee in Battlefield for this game. But what if we don't have it in the next one?
What if Metal Battle isn't on FD?
What if we have Smashville again with whack music? All the songs suck on both stages.
Even 2
Trash.
a.m.
2 a.m. and Bubblegum.
That's how I know you've never played Animal Crossing.
Big sleep, never.
Ever.
Like, why would I play Animal Crossing when I could just live my life?
I mean, some of the songs are not great.
What I want in Smash Switch is I need to go back to the fostering the community part. The way the circuit happened last year, if we have an opportunity for that in Smash Switch, I need to be better. I need more integration with every part of the globe that plays this game.
They have to do it exactly how they did it for the first few Apexes.
Yeah,
Where like every big tournaments, no matter where, if it were in PNW, if it's in the American Southeast, if it's in all the way in freaking Canada or whatever, like they're all qualifiers for the big tournament that we all go to.
Yep.
Like even I remember when MLG was doing their thing in 2014, there were tournaments in Europe that you could get points for, and then you could come get seeded for the MLG Anaheim.
You know what one of those tournaments was? Skater 3. It hurts not having things anymore.
That was a beautiful tournament.
It was great. It was amazing, dude. That's the only tournament I can remember where I enjoyed every single game that was being played.
Freaking Emu Killer.
Emu Killer just coming out of nowhere. That like the most stacked PM tournament to that point. Brawl's like last hurrah.
Yup.
Amazing. And then Melee. I lied. That's the last good Melee tournament. Skater 3.
That over Apex?
I mean,
if,
Apex 2015 was...
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That was when the BS
Wait, no,
happened.
wait.
No, because Skater was 2014. June, weekend of June 1st. I remember that, because that's when I was
Yeah,
born.
but was that... Oh, yeah, that was 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, last good Melee tournament.
Yeah, those two were the last two good Melee tournaments.
Yeah.
Because PPMD won both of them.
Zero got 17th.
Where?
Skater 3, Melee.
I forgot he entered Melee.
Yeah, that was when he was entering Melee and just like, oh, wow, I guess a Brawl player is top 50 in our game, guys. We let this happen. Like, he really qualified for MLG Anaheim.
Mm-hmm. Took a game off of Armada. Yeah. Yep.
Because people don't take games off Armada.
Nope.
But Gonzalo Barrios is mad smart if you didn't know.
Well, he literally can play every game. So I expect him to be top 2 in the next one.
He's gonna come back.
Yeah.
Because he said, I quit this game until it makes me love Smash Brothers again. And then and then he saw the reflection in the Inkling's eye. The same time we all saw it. He's like, all right, well, I guess I'm coming back. I guess that's it.
So biggest thing I'm wishing for, which I know is going to happen.
Good DDD.
Yeah, go for it.
Buff
I mean,
DDD.
well, buff DDD, but bigger player base, because it's going to happen. Because if we had this many people playing on a Wii U,
Oh, yeah.
how many people are we going to have playing on a Switch?
The Wii U stopped so many people from joining the scene just because it was such a bad system to
Right.
own and such a hard one to get at the end of the game's life.
I had to buy one off of Logan's friend.
And not, why did I say the end? Beginning of the game's life, it was hard to get.
Because you had to get that whack console, the peripherals which keep going like out of sale,
Yep.
just to play the controller we've been playing with since 2001. Unless you're one of those weirdos that play WeChalk.
Or gamepad.
Disgusting.
Or Pro
Gamepad's
Controller.
banned.
Even. I meant to say Pro Controller.
That should be banned.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm saying.
I hate Pro Controllers, man.
It's just like, oh, well, you know, I'm so comfortable. I'm like, shut up.
No, you're not comfortable taking the batteries out, are you?
I mean, it's fine controller. Like playing the Wii U game with it? That's dope.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I think a bigger place will just come naturally, just because the Switch is breaking records, man. It really like came out the gate the most popular console to ever exist. How do you do that? How did
man.
Nintendo go from they're alright to having that much juice?
It's so crazy how people
It's
are
because
like,
they peak and then they fall.
yeah, that's
Shout out to
literally
the
how it
GameCube
is.
going to the Wii.
Oh yeah, alright.
Cause like people really were not messing with the GameCube whatsoever. Then literally,
The Wii printed
oh,
money.
people had the Wii.
My mother bought the Wii.
If-
I didn't ask for my Wii for my birthday. I just got it on my birthday. My mom bought it.
If my grandparents lived in the States,
They would have a
they
Wii.
would have Wii's.
The Wii was really for ages 6 to 66. Everyone had it. It doesn't matter if you were playing Mario Kart Wii or Wii Fit. There was a game for you. And that game sold.
It was printing
Isn't-
money.
That console sold.
Isn't Brawl like the highest selling fighting game?
Yeah, technically speaking.
Just because literally people just, oh,
You know what one of the most
There's
high
n-
You know what one of the highest selling titles ever is? Wii
Is it-
Sports.
I think that's like a top 10 song.
Wii goddamn Sports.
You want some research?
Yeah, you better research that. Pretty sure it's top 50 in sales all time. And that's being extremely generous. We're going to get the exact number in a little bit.
we
But-
really might have 60-man locals across the country.
We're going to have a 3,000, 4,000 man tournament in Smash Switch.
All right.
The numbers that Street Fighter V got at EVO 2017,
They got 5,000.
we're going to have that. Go on.
all right. Got the list of best-selling video games here. Number 1, Tetris.
Oh,
Number 2,
That's-
Minecraft.
don't even count. What the?
Where's Super Mario 1?
Those are gimmies. Hello.
Number 3, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Okay, they got
And
it.
then number 4,
That's number
Wii Sports.
3?
Are you fucking kidding me? It's top 5.
It's top 4. And number
Oh
5 is
my
Super Mario Bros.
Okay,
Okay.
wait. Where's Brawl? Look it up.
Let's see. Number 6 is Mario Kart Wii.
Oh my God, really?
Number 9 is Wii Sports Resort.
Dude. Yeah, the Wii was selling shit.
Number 12 is New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
That game is hype.
16 is Wii Play.
That game is hype. You ever play tanks on Wii Play? Did you ever play Wii?
I
Ooh.
literally only played Brawl. on-
Number 27 is Wii Fit.
Wow.
Number 28 is Wii Fit Plus.
That's why they did such a crap job with the Wii U, because they literally were just caking in money.
Like everyone was eating. Everyone got end of the year bonuses 3 times.
There are no
Are we-
Super
are we
Smash
good? We're not
Bros.
gonna talk
games
about it.
within the top 50.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay. But let the record show that Brawl is still one of the most popular selling fighting game air quotes titles to ever exist because it was on the Wii.
Mhm.
The Wii broke barriers, and then they came out with the Wii U and they forgot. But they remember for the Switch. So the fact that the Switch is out and is already more popular than the Wii, more popular than any other system out, more popular than any system that will come out in a reasonable amount of time, there are going to be so many people that can access this game.
Mhm.
So many people that want to access this game. Because when we have the Switch, when we have the fake esports front that we have, when we have the real esports opportunities that we have, there are going to be so many people playing this game. So when you ask for a bigger player base, that's just going to,
Yeah.
it's going to happen.
I think also naming it something different helps, because they released had the Wii and Wii U. So if you tell your parents I don't know anything about it, it's just like go to the store and buy this. It's like, but you already have a Wii.
Yep. Wow.
All right. So, Brawl on the list of best-selling Wii games is right after Wii Fit Plus, so it's probably right outside that top 50.
Wow.
Sold 13 or what was it? 13.25 million copies.
What's that, number 29 overall?
Something like that. Oh, and, like Wii titles or just
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so that sounds like 50-ish, yeah. If you put it to all titles.
Yeah, it's probably like right outside top 50.
All right. So what have you said so far? Better management of the scene's resources. Like I need better rules, better run tournaments, more integration between scenes. That's like big. If you know me, that's like the number 1 on my list in terms of everything Smash related.
'Cause
People should go to things.
I would like
The
a
last
big.
podcast we talked about was just like, I wish more Americans traveled out, because it's not fair to these Europeans, because like, you know, their money's funny.
Yeah.
So when they come here, it's just like, yeah, they spent a lot just to come here.
And I'm still broke when I got here.
But you bastards can't even go to a Beast or
Like you niggas really spawn
Umagora.
B tiers and don't go to them. That's wild. Because if we get a C tier, that's 16 countries. And we still barely qualified because Ramen showed up.
You know how many people were supposed to go to Umagora Sat, and then it ended up just being the cat? Wait, no.
Ended up just being CLG boys.
It was the CLG boys, but it was for another Umagora. Umagora Sat was like just Ramen, Nairo, and the Buzz.
Yeah.
That was it.
Like we've never had a big invasion of another country as Americans.
I can't believe he made it back.
Yeah, this jump makes all the difference.
And then for Japan Major, so many people were supposed to go. Oh, psych. It's just the Echo Fox boys.
Yeah.
And then Evo Japan, it was
was a
Washington
random-
and NorCal.
It was a random group of people that went to Evo Japan.
Then like the PG guys, JJ is just like
JJ, why are you here?
all
All those
farmed for
locals. Yeah. All the money he won, he was able to fund himself a trip to Japan.
Bought mad hentai.
Wouldn't you? I mean, I know
No.
I know you wouldn't.
But you know David would,
Oh, definitely.
I wouldn't either. Actually, now that I think
Yeah,
about it,
it's-
that's money out of my pocket.
right?
I can just look it up.
I'm saying.
The internet's a wonderful thing.
Yeah. Everything you could ever buy is probably for free somewhere.
So yeah, people need to stop BSing. Going to all these tournaments they don't have to go to, especially if you're sponsored. It's like, hey, can you fly me to this big event in Japan?
Like, can we all go to Belgium, please?
Get some waffles.
Like, my biggest dream when I saw Apex 2015, being there in person, seeing all the players from all these different locations, I was like, all right, look. I need to see the 5 best players in random country here, throw them in America. You might not be good. I just want to know that you're here.
Yeah.
Like, and if they are good, then it's like, how else will we ever realize that? No one's going to Belgium test a skill level to other people. Like when people went to Dubai for the first time,
Oh my god.
and I watched that, they were so excited. Like when he got to Ferris versus Ramen, he was like, all right, he might beat Ramen. We were like, I can't, come on, guy. Like no, what country is this? And then Ramen had to sweat for 3 games against Zelda.
His counterpart.
And it's like, whoa, okay, so
Then he whole lost to Lucario, but no one ever talks about that set. I saw someone talk about it offhandedly on Twitter. Looked it up, and I was like, oh, he did lose. It was like XFO or something, or
Wow.
XF0, some Lucario from Kuwait. I don't know. They all kind of just.
yeah, they're all just kind
They're all
of.
just
It was a bunch of
there.
countries, and that tournament is in like the middle of them.
Then you have the Dubai Dojo series where Japan just goes.
Yeah, like Japan has been to Dubai just as much as the Americans have.
Like, you really just have pictures of Fua just in, like, their garbs, just, like, chilling.
like I would love to see more stuff like that happen. But
Then there was Madara the Sheik,
I remember him.
who's just giving Nairo hands.
Yeah, the most competent player from that part of the world, probably.
Like, and it wasn't just like, oh, it's just Sheik's ESS. It's like, no, Nairo kills Sheiks. Like, the only Sheik that he loses to on a consistent basis is Mr. R. And this man was just giving Nairo hands, but because Nairo was just like, hold up, let me push up my glasses and up B. It's just like, man, what ESSs do we have over here?
It's like I would never get that practice, man.
So it's like, people around the world are good, but we never see it because,
We never go to them.
yeah.
America is probably the best and worst thing to happen to esports, just because this is like the central hub.
Mhm.
Not even esports, it's central hub of the world, really.
Yeah.
It's still kind of like that. So if it's in the context of Smash Brothers, if it's not in America, then it effectively didn't happen, and I don't like that.
At all. Because
Don't
there's
like
so
it.
many Japanese tournaments that, like, go on when people are asleep, and the only people that are watching it are, like, Juddy, well, no longer Tetra,
Rest in peace.
but it was, like, Juddy and, like, just a bunch of, like, fiends.
Yeah.
And it's, like, there's so many good players, but nobody knows because it's just like, oh, what would they do in America? It's just, like, they're better than you. Like,
Better than whoever typed that.
so, yeah. I don't know.
I just need to see it happen. Maybe this is the console that brings everyone together.
Hope.
Probably not, but I can hope.
Yeah, that's all we can do is hope.
And outside of that, I really am in the line of I don't know what I want out of this game. I just want it to be different because the way Smash 4 is, I love Smash Brothers. Okay, this is one of my favorite series to play.
Mhm.
Smash 4 is the most frustrating title in the series for free.
Yeah.
At least in 64, you're getting messed up by a goofy ass game overall. Like
Yeah.
Kirby's up tilt, the way the characters like change their textures when they get hit with electric moves, the amount of hits done. You got one stage. That game's just goofy, right? And everyone accepts it. That's why I love it so much. Even the players accept that it's goofy.
Yeah.
That's one of the craziest communities I've ever met.
So going back to that, wanting to see like more European
Yeah.
players, something that I'd seen before, just found it again. 2 of the top 3 players in Iceland are DDDs.
We're gonna move on. Well, you have Melee, which is basically like the cult game at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Brawl, which was the I don't even know what to describe that game. We all knew what Brawl was, and if you liked it, you liked it. If
Yeah.
you didn't, you didn't, right?
Yeah.
But we had Melee as a secondary option for the entirety of that game's lifetime, so it was fine. And the way Melee and Brawl are, they're very specific to the design. Like what you expect to happen happens.
Yeah.
It's not like 64 where it's nutty, and it's like Smash 4 where it's random. It's like, all right, I'm playing Melee. If I do this thing, this happens. If I do this thing in Brawl, this happens. We get to Smash 4, and they throw all that out the window. And because of that, I find it the most frustrating.
Yeah.
And people on Twitter, on every bit of social media, will agree with me to the end of time that this game doesn't suck. It's just hard to play.
Yeah, because
Like-
it's trying
like
to
Smash
do too many
4
things at once.
Smash 4 sucks is like hive mind, but it's so easy to say. It like rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
But like Smash 4 is very, very, very.
And for all the people that are just like, game's hard. The fact that like what makes sense in one situation won't make sense, and when the exact situation is recreated,
Like
and it won't work.
execution-wise, it's not hard, but just the knowledge of all the little interactions that happen.
I think the execution barrier makes it even more difficult. because there is no barrier. Therefore, everyone can play it. Therefore, I have to worry about everyone.
Yeah, because
Everyone's a problem.
And then when I have to worry about everyone, and the situations are weird and wacky, and every character can murder me for some weird reason at any given percent, so I have to watch like over my back while I play in bracket.
Like you playing rock paper scissors.
It's like,
your opponent pulls gun and then literally shoots you.
And you have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And that's why people just like lose when we go to these big events. That's why I want more events like Civil War before the game does. 'Cause I want to see how many people just die.
Yeah.
Right? Like that was the coolest thing about Civil War, just people just losing. It's like, oh come on, man. I want to see that happen again. And it happened again and again and again. And that's why it's the best tournament in this game of life. The interactions and the brutal deaths. But when you're playing, when you're one of the brutal deaths, it's disheartening.
It's just like, wow.
A lot of people don't bang with this game just because it does evil things.
Like, that's why when Speed Kicks was talking about, like, how accessibility and pseudo-death just ruins competitive games. Not even just competitive games, but just gaming as a whole. Because games have been getting easy for, like, several years at this point.
Gotta pander to the new generation.
And it's just like, wow, like, yeah, this is a fun game and whatnot, but there's no replay value.
But
so
all I want from the next game, I don't want anything specific. I just want it to be true to its design.
Yeah.
And not just start throwing all this nutty shit at us. Like obviously that means a lot of.
I'd like to have Smash characters in there, so that means no Ryu and no Bayonetta.
Like I'm fine with Bayonetta because she's cool. But like, Ryu's ugly.
I mean, they can stay in the game, but like make them Smash characters, please.
Yeah. Like the amount of stuff in this game is just like. When I say I want it to be true to its design, obviously you know what I'm talking about. When I say I wouldn't miss this mechanic, I won't miss rage. I won't miss ledge trumping
at all.
I won't miss the easy bake stuff or the stuff that just makes the game unnecessarily difficult or weird or unique, as people like to call it. But I'm
fine with no chain grabbing. I like that.
I'm fine with it too, actually. Yeah. I'm iffy on chain.
I actually kind of like the ledge mechanics in this game. Like I don't dislike them, but like. I don't know. I just like it.
God, how do I even explain this, man?
Two-framing makes no sense.
Frames actually make no sense.
That's unnecessary.
I don't even know why they exist, man. But then when we have stuff like
But I like the fact that like someone can't just sit there planking and grabbing ledge.
I like that, but I don't like ledge trumping. Cause like,
yeah.
Do I not like ledge trumping? I don't dislike ledge trumping.
So
I'm
like,
just whatever.
you'd like if there was edge hogging, but
yes.
You don't get regain invincibility every time you grab it.
I want a way to somehow defeat planking, and like keep those Smash 4 ledge play in, but I don't think that's possible, or it's gonna be very weird and difficult. Yeah, but just keep the game like airtight. That's what I should say. If the game makes sense, I'll like it. Cause I can find a way to deal with some weird mechanic as long as the game tells me that it can be dealt with consistently. Because like the way you deal with rage in this game is not getting hit or like being perfect. I don't like that.
Because nobody's perfect.
But if rage existed in Brawl, it wouldn't be nearly as big a problem. Because like you could just kill characters off stage in Brawl.
Yeah.
In Melee, in 64 even you can. If rage was in any of those games, in 64 it would make the game even more nutty. So nobody would care. If it was in Melee, we just throw you off the stage. And if it was in Brawl, we'd all be playing MK anyway. So we just murder you.
Yeah.
Even earlier.
Like, but in Smash 4, it's like every character has to deal with the rage babies because everyone is a rage baby.
Lucario's super rage baby.
Let's get rage and aura.
What kind of garbage is that?
Like they just took Lucario's aura from Brawl and gave it to everyone.
But they forgot to remove it from him. Yeah. Do you have any gameplay wishes, or do you just want a good game? Because I actually haven't talked to you about this.
You want a game that you enjoy?
Yeah, that's literally all I want. I just want Nintendo to just make a good game because I don't have anything in mind besides like getting rid of rage and fixing the ledges. Everything else is just like I'm excited to see what new mechanics that they're gonna put in.
Because the game is nuts, like.
Because, you know, the one thing that I do appreciate about what Nintendo does is, like, yeah, we don't pander to people because they don't know what they want. And they always complain. And they always end up liking what we do. eventually. So I was like, all right, you got it, bro.
Like, you're not gonna leave. We can mess with as many times as we want.
Wii U.
And that's true to an extent. Like, Nintendo's still my favorite gaming company because I've been playing them since I was like literally 6. My first system was a Game Boy SP, I think. Yeah, because I didn't actually get like the PS1 or any of that other stuff. I got like the original Xbox, but I only played NBA Live 2005 and Roller Coaster Tycoon on that, so I effectively didn't have an Xbox. And then the first system I like actually like played every day and wanted to get new games for was the Game Boy SP. And I've been playing Nintendo ever since.
See, like when I was like 3, 4, my sister had a Game Boy with Pokemon on it, and I saw it and was like, bet.
I'm taking that.
3-year-old me was in there.
So you effectively just stole your sister's Game Boy.
Pretty much.
You know what? You got it.
Shout out to the Pokemon Silver.
And then my parents were like, yo, you two want a GameCube? And we're like, yeah.
What's a cube? I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
So that's where we're ending, right?
That'd be perfect actually because we've gone on for a while. And we got nothing else to say, right? You don't have any.
I'm good. That's everything I need to say.
We've basically just went over everything. This is very rough because it's the first one that we are like officially doing. But yeah, we're out of here. We'll talk about Collision when we get back. Your hero voices, you know who it is. I'm Dom.
I'm Nana.
And we're out.